Have you ever had a professor ask you to write a paper using scholarly or academic sources, and you weren't quite sure what that means? While the definition of these terms can vary slightly from instructor to instructor, they both always include peer-reviewed journal articles. Today, I'm going to explain to you what these articles are so that you know what you're looking for. Like a magazine article or a newspaper article, a peer-reviewed article is a short piece of nonfiction writing. So what makes peer-reviewed articles different? Well, there are a few things. First, peer-reviewed articles and other journal articles don't have flashy images or advertisements. They're usually just walls of text. And speaking of the text, most peer-reviewed journal articles are written by and for academics, like researchers and professors. So you'll often come across words, symbols, or formulas that you might not be familiar with yet. The content is also different. Newspapers and magazines tend to focus on current events or topics and take a broad view of an issue. They rely on interviews and first-person accounts for sources. Peer-reviewed articles, on the other hand, are reports of a researcher's original research, some sort of experiment or study that seeks to answer a question by gathering and analyzing data. Peer-reviewed articles look closely at smaller pieces of a bigger whole. The most important difference between these articles and other pieces of writing, though, is the way that peer-reviewed articles are edited prior to publication. When a researcher completes an experiment or a study, they write up their findings and submit the finished paper to a journal, a specialized academic publication. If the journal editor feels that the paper is good enough to be reviewed and the content is a good fit for the journal, the paper will be sent to a handful of anonymous reviewers. These reviewers, the peers in peer review, read the paper and make notes on the quality of the experiment or the study design, the author's understanding of past research in the field, and the way the results are presented and discussed. If the paper doesn't meet the reviewers or editor standards, the paper will be rejected. More often, the reviewers make recommendations for changes to clarify and strengthen the paper. Those recommendations are sent back to the author, who then revises their work and resubmits it. The process of submitting, waiting for reviews, revising, and resubmitting can take months. And authors often have to resubmit one paper multiple times. This means that by the time the article is finally published, many experts in the field have worked hard to make sure it's a credible source. Using peer-reviewed articles to support your own research means that you will be relying on trusted, credible information that helps you investigate and explore topics deeply. Of course, peer-reviewed articles aren't the only place where trustworthy, credible information lives. And as you gain more experience and knowledge in your field of study, it will be easier for you to critically evaluate all sorts of sources to determine their quality. When you need to find scholarly or academic sources, remember that peer-reviewed journal articles provide high-quality information on focused issues and topics. If you need to find peer-reviewed articles and aren't sure where to start, try Cardinal Search. Check out our other videos for more information, tips, and tricks, or visit us online at library.noctrl.edu.